day. 3 days though of action so far. I'm not talking about 24 hours because of course, I want you guys to be able to see packs as well, right? It's the in-game time. They're going to be dropping down. You can see the map as well. Zones closing in. At the start of day one, Jake, what is the team going for?
Looks like we got 2 Wilders here on the field. So we'll see how that plays out. But start of day one, it's all about farming up. Here's a couple racks. You're able to clean out these, no problem. We got a skilled group here. But it's all about leveling up, getting stronger, being ready to fight the much tougher groups of foes that lay ahead.
Want to get those runes, want to level up. Now me, I have like 17 Chrome tabs open when I'm thinking about how I want to level and build my character. You know, it has 7 guides, 8 Twitch streams. When I go to these sites of grace that these guys are going to now, what is leveling like inside this game?
It's been streamlined drastically from the base game, so you just pretty much level up and you're going to get stronger across the board. You're going to be more ready to take on everything that comes. So, I mean, just go to the site of grace, get your refill on your flasks, get a full heal, get your level up going, and then on to the next camp, right? You're really racing against the clock. They still have a lot of time left on this first day, but you'll see whenever they pull up that map, that there's a circle of night closing in on you, forcing you towards the center, forcing you towards that final fight of each day.
And the whole team moves in. We have Iron Eye on screen right now.
Oh.
Seems like a church. A little bit of fighting happening over here.
Yeah, and in these ruins, they found some flame monks able to deal with these with ease so far. You can also see on the bottom of the screen, each character has a basic skill and also an ultimate ability. So the basic skill on Iron Eye is able to dash through, put a mark on enemies that allows you to deal extra damage. Really important, you'll see in the boss fights, it'll put a red mark on their targeting insignia. And then that ultimate is a massive charge shot, big AoE, and down here in the dungeon, maybe a boss to face.
It's a fire mob. A lot more HP, staggering it though.
Love to see it. Hey.
What our fans want to see for hopefully a winning run here in the Dome. Still, there's a lot ahead of you, right? These runs are long, filled with random events. We don't know what's going to happen next, what the map's going to be. There could be random bosses that come in, and the team's going to have to make those game time decisions. Do you want to fight? Do you want to just back off and live to fight another day? Each call is going to have big consequences for the future of your run, and every run's going to be different.
See a lot of smart faces in the crowd as well, thinking about, I wouldn't have gone to the church in the castle, I would have gone this way, I would have done that. Every single map you spawn into when you're playing is completely different. The way the zone moves, completely different. So every single experience is absolutely unique. You have to be adaptive on the fly. You just have to kind of lock in.
Yeah, in this demo, still, we're only showing you some of the characters, some of the Night Lords. When the game comes out on the 30th, there's going to be a massive slate of different bosses, different characters to unlock and play as, all with their own movesets and skills and specializations. So there's a lot to play, tons of content to explore throughout Nightreign. On top of that, just, I mean, already the incredible diversity of weapons and armaments and spells across Elden Ring.
Moving through the bottom of the castle here now, taking out some giant rats. You can also kind of see the differences in UI as well when it comes to, you know, where the flasks are. They're actually going to be towards the top left, underneath the stamina bar. So if you're thinking about tracking resources, looking at, you know, how much life someone really has left, that's where to look at. Some of the passives are there too. Wilder, what's his kind of passive overall? Why is this character so special?
Yes, you can see Wilder has under their health bar is that like little blue icon, and that's Wilder's cheat death ability. So while that's online, if you take a lethal hit, you're going to get basically a free dodge, and you're going to block that hit entirely, but that's on a very long cooldown. So it's not an ability you want to rely on consistently, just to get you out of a tough spot, prevent you from going down. Even if people do go down though, unlike the base game in Elden Ring, you are going to be able to revive them. They're going to go down to a down state, and your teammates can bring you back into the fight. Surely for this run though, they're going to do it totally clean. Surely no one's going to go down.
No one ever goes down inside the Dome for Nightreign. Of course. Only the best things happen on your Nightreign runs. We're going to keep going all the way towards the top of the castle. We're starting to do some real damage now, making quick work of all these enemies.
Onto the roof, Guardian Gala stands guard, and they're just charging right to the ankle.
Saving his ultimates, using them at the right time. Can pay out dividends. And yes, when you found an enemy, you have a choice of a weapon. The better enemy you kind of take down, the better weapons you see kind of spawning around. Also, once the weapons are done on day 2, you start to get offers for a lot of passives. Things like making your dodge better, making your flask give you better buffs, and that's what you want to keep stacking again and again and again. Take on that Night Lord all the way on day 3. We're a bit of a ways from that right now. So on day 1, look at the mini map, look at the map that pops up. Some of the zones are kind of closing in. It's gonna be a fun one so far.
Yeah, and you can also think about heading to the Churches of America, where you're able to get some flask upgrades. Another factor for Nightreign, as we peer down that chasm. If you played Elden Ring before, you're probably pretty scared of that possibility of jumping down. But in Nightreign, there's no fall damage. There's also many new options for traversal. So you're seeing them have some of these double jumps, being able to climb up and mantle over walls. So there's a lot more options in this variable map for how you explore, how you get around, how you climb up on top and traverse the map due to your preferences.
Love to see if they get an upgrade on some weapons here. Not much found. And then Jake, you talk about it all the time, timing, right? It's a huge thing. I'm gonna get nervous watching this jump, by the way. This does not feel right to me, but it's gonna be okay because it's no fall damage at all.
It's all about the time. You can see this another Guardian Golem on top of that castle. Day 1, all about getting those runes up, but there's still a few ravines they're gonna have to cross through. Maybe a few enemies they can pick off along the way. Every second counts, every rune plays towards your advantage, getting those level ups, getting all your stats just a little bit stronger, being more ready to take on the tougher foes ahead. There's also sort of a snowball effect from that, right? Like the stronger you get, the quicker you move through this first day, the stronger the opponents they're able to take on, and ultimately the bigger you're able to be in the end game. Gotta be careful though, if you do go down, if you get actually fully not only knocked, but then you're unable to be revived, you will respawn in the daytime, but you will lose a level, which will really cost you over the course of your run.
Gotta make sure you keep things clean. Right now we're working towards that castle. Half the team already inside. Again, giant rats to take down, move all the way up. Fight a golem or anything of sorts that spawns in towards the top. Again, the mob spawns are random as well. If you do explore more of the map with the way the map spawns, it could be meteors that come down, volcanoes that end up exploding. There's so many random things that end up spawning mobs all across the map. It's a bit tamer on day 1, but as we ramp things up, things do start to get a bit zany inside Nightreign.
Yeah, this group is playing incredibly well here, kind of flying through the early day, which is honestly a great sign for fans here in the Dome. I mean, this is how you want the run to look if it's going to be ultimately victorious. You want to get as much stats, as many weapon buffs as possible here in day 1. This is the easy day. It's only getting harder from here as they go towards that night end. They're going to have to be facing off against a very difficult boss if they want to progress, if they want to continue this run and maybe potentially get a chance at that Night Lord.
Let's check in with Mark and Harper. Mark, how are we doing? How are things looking in day 1 against, these farms, against these golems? What's going on?
Sorry, I couldn't hear the last thing you said, but it's going well. The double wilder build, I think is a lot of fun. Obviously, putting 2 players on the same character might be a little scary, but I feel like sometimes it's honestly better from my experience of playing the network test. So I don't know, I feel like it's been kind of working out so well.
I think it's a great build. I mean, you've got massive stagger threats. Wilder, his ultimate, you'll see, both of them have it online, so surely we'll see him deploy it sooner rather than later. It's a massive explosive strike that knocks all but the toughest foes on their back, creates an opportunity for everyone else to deal damage. And I can really see them cycling those skills one after the other, really taking down some of these tougher foes. They're coming up to a medium camp here. See what kind of enemy waits in store for them here. They got to clean this one up, got to move on, getting a little bit stronger as they develop into this first night. You can see that sky is starting to darken, so time is becoming a crucial factor.
Wow.
Anyone who's played Elden Ring before, you know how annoying these enemies can be. So the map
Air
system
jump?
is an absolute game changer when it comes to challenging the flame
Aw.
chariots. They still, though, dance around, making it a little bit awkward for you to hit that grid.
Not going to be a freebie. There we go. Almost a top. Taking a lot of damage. It's good so far. The chariots do end up going down. Last one explodes. The team making good progress. Let's hear it.
Yeah!
Now as we get deeper into day 1, maybe take out some harder camps. You see some epic weapons being offered with even better weapon arms. So you have decisions to make. You can't carry, I think, up to 6 weapons in total, or 3 on one side of the type, 3 on the other. Come dive in and see what happens with the game. But yeah, levels went up as well. Towards the top left, you can see the level number at 6. Everyone kind of growing and growing as Knight starts to kind of take over the realm.
Yeah, and they still have a little bit more time, so there's some tough decisions to make for our squad as they think about what they want to do. Sight of Grace here, where they can maybe get some level ups, get all their stats into play, make them a little bit quicker as they go on to farm the next camp and the next one. With the Ring of Night, though, you've got to always be thinking about your ultimate objective. As the sky darkens, you need to be moving towards that final boss arena. If you're outside the zone, you're going to start slowly ticking down on your No, a couple pathing fails, right? This can be expensive. It's all time setback. So I think movement and being able to navigate the map more quickly is going to end up being a crucial skill in Nightreign.
Got to do the most you can with the time that's allotted. Going all the way back up, though, definitely possible. And there we go, made it towards the top.
Hey!
Show you an easier way to climb as well. If you just go towards any one of these streams.
Slips.
Skip all that mandolin.
Some nice map mobility. They're trying to get through, trying to
needs
get
a horse?
last bits of loot that they can before the night falls. See if there's anything to be found here in this church. Maybe some enemies to fight, maybe some buffs to loot.
Not much just yet. Some mobs kind of spawning in the background.
And Iron Eye is getting pretty leveled, though those range attacks making short work of their opponents. The Vampire Bat staggered, finished off, cleaned up. When the squad fights together, man, it really is a game changer compared to the base game, right? So powerful when you're able to multi-focus fire. You know, main perfumer, though, is going to be the mini boss in this camp. Massive shot on the ulti. Iron Eye absolutely tearing through here. This mini boss not standing much of a chance at all.
Timmy comes in for the last swipe, takes all the credit. My kill.
Go!
That's a fun thing too, right? No matter
Screw the
who
bats.
gets the actual final blow, everyone gets a chance to get their own loot, make their own decision. And sometimes, Jake, this really cool thing that happens is kind of more a high level thing. You can see something that your teammate might want more, and then pick it and drop it for you.
Yeah, I think especially once the community gets their hands on Nightreign, that's something they're going to really start thinking about is optimizing a set of characters where you really have a nice flexible build. You can do different elemental statuses, somebody's staggering, somebody's adding focus fire or allowing the team to deal just a little bit more consistent damage. And all these options, all these consumables are going to change run to run. You never know exactly what you're going to be offered. You got to make those decisions working against the clock, working against that eventual coming of the darkness.
Fire month, we had some golems, had some good times. What do you think about the first day so far of Nightreign when you're playing? Yeah? Having a fun time? Cool. We'll jump back in. The boss actually going to be coming in very slowly in just a second here.
Yeah, so as the ring closes, it's going to come down to like this final circle where this is going to be the arena where they're going to have to take the first boss of the night, which is a key milestone of the run. It's an opportunity to show, you've got a certain build online. Looks like all of our heroes are up to level 7. Got a little bit to work with here, a little bit of options as they settle in for this boss fight. You gotta have time for your gestures, though. Come on, it's not a Souls game for your gesturing.
I feel like we're trying to maybe a quick gesture, so I'm on the sides. And I'm just making sure we're going through the weapons, seeing everything that's good.
I mean, they're here a little early, right? Like, this is a run where, okay, maybe you could have taken a little bit more time, fight a couple more enemies on your way to this boss fight. There's no award for showing up early. You gotta, use every bit of farm time. Now, though, these ads starting to spawn, signaling an oncoming boss. The little enemies shouldn't be too much trouble. However, you really want to clear them without using any of your heals. You're not going to get a chance to restore those heals or those resources before the boss spawns. So every second counts, every bit of damage you take is essentially unrecoverable here.
There's going to be one mini boss that spawns in with the mobs.
That heals. Hold on.
Oh wow, what the hell? That's crazy.
Yeah, the depraved perfumers, the be serious and annoying enemies, they're wise, I think, to take their time with them. Don't give them any free crits, any free damage daggers. So far, John Van Dyke's been kind of dominating through this one on the Iron Eye, really putting on a showcase of how this night fair can work.
Here comes the boss. It's the bell-bearing hunter, the man with infinite aura, the slow walker himself, taking on the entire team.
Got big ultimates though, back to back. There's the Iron Knight ultimate. Both Wilders hitting him with the explosions back to back. Surely enough for a stagger. His poison's got to be low. There's the first stagger though on the bell-bearing Hunter. Now remember guys, if this ends up being a winning run, y'all are all going to get some exclusive winner swag. So far, so good from our players.
So Greg, the Hunter, a few more swipes, only really hit once so far. I keep the distance, keep the mark up as well.
That's a lot of damage.
Dude, they're making this look easy. I gotta say, this is one of the cleaner runs we've seen so far. Odds are looking very good. The Devil Wilder is absolutely clapping his bell-bearing Hunter. He's been on his knees half the fight, just getting absolutely crushed with his poison damage.
Yeah! Sorry.
One step closer to your right. So look at some of the things you're going to get offered in this instance, right? You have things like